Hello there. Once again, this is Anton from Anton Bay. Thank you guys for stopping by the collection room. It's still a little bit under construction. I've got quite a mess here. Trying to figure out how to sort and display everything. This is a video about comics though, not so much action figures. And I'm gonna just straight up fess up with you. I've been a collector my whole life, and yet I really don't get annuals. Like what exactly is the deal with annuals? They never seem to tie into the book that I'm reading. So like whatever's going on in Fantastic Four, I don't need this annual to complete that story. This is like some other thing. They're always really thick, they're extra expensive, and I just never really understood it. And like this is the annual Corvette Quest Part 1. This is Corvette Quest Part 2. This is a completely different thing. This is Kings of Pain Part 2 and Part 4. And they all take place in annuals. This is all from 1991. So what's the deal with annuals? It's not like it doesn't wrap up a story. It just is like this extra super thick comic cash grab that like you don't even need it. Like if you're collecting the whole series, you don't need the annuals. Like why do you have the annuals? They're unnecessary. And they're thick, and as I said, expensive. And all of these are from 91. And even though this is 91, these are $2 a comic, which is okay because they're really thick. I do love me some Starhawk. He's the one who knows. I don't know what that space thing is, but it's some sort of space station. I sometimes appreciate the art. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not a fan of the Fantastic Four. I find them like extremely unbearable. The only redeeming quality of them is Ben Grimm, and then when he's not there, the only redeeming quality of them is She-Hulk. So there's just not a lot. I don't like the Fantastic Four. I don't like Reed Richards. I don't like any of it. Who is this lovely gal? Marsha, you sure to doing this? I have to, Annie, don't worry. Okay, Marsh, in a bit. I don't know who it is, but they don't really draw like pleasantly thick women in Marvel Comics, hardly. They always draw them like this. This woman is like full figured, and yeah, she looks very good. You don't normally see this in a Marvel comic. Looks very nice. Very, very likable. She has been turned to stone. Of course, we couldn't have, that's why we can't have nice things. You draw a nice, thick, beautiful woman, and you immediately, you ruin it, Marvel. Why do you do that? And then you go back to making super skinny gals. And I think they just do it so that they can sell super skinny action figures and save money on plastic. Because all of their figures just keep getting thinner and thinner, and then they like fall over in the heat and they fall down. They melt over. It's dumb. It's real dumb. But Miss Thickness looks like she's coming back to human again. Saved by the Molecule Man. Molecule Man, Molecule Man. Well, looks like she's home. She doesn't have her superpowers anymore. That might be a story worth reading. That looks pleasant. A Matter of Honor. We got Skrulls. I don't care about Skrulls. Like, I find Skrulls annoying and fairly boring. I'm just not into the Skrull thing. I don't know. It's just me. Snark? Yes. Snark are amazing. They are so ridiculously nasty and hilarious that it just works out. But yeah, Skrulls not so much. It's like I don't know, warring Vulcans or something. I just don't like it. All right, on with the next. This is part 4 of whatever series was going on there. It is kind of nice to see Charlie 27 in the Fantastic Four, even though he's just on the cover. I don't think I even saw him in the issue. I do love me the Guardians of the Galaxy. Not the movie ones, the real ones. Charlie 27, Nikki, Martin X. Yeah, those ones. Starhawk, the real Guardians of the Galaxies. Now this is my favorite era from Marvel. I love 90s Marvel, especially early 90s Marvel. These are not my most highly desired teams and stuff. Guardians, definitely. I love Guardians. Fantastic Four, not so much. Starhawk and Alita, that cool combo of people sharing a space and time. I am the Watcher, and you would have, and I would have you leave. Yeah, the Watcher. He's big. You don't realize what a big guy the Watcher is until you see him. So, truth be told, I did not specifically hunt these down. These came in a lot of stuff, and there was a bunch of annuals in that lot. And that's why I kept realizing how mystified I am, and have always been mystified by annuals. Like, I just don't really understand it. For a second there, I thought I heard gunshots in my backyard. It turns out it's just somebody setting off fireworks. I'm actually more surprised that there's fireworks being set off than gunshots. I live in New Mexico. Somebody gets shot in this town every day. So, let's see. Okay, the future, their Sorcerer Supreme is this giant snake man, which I think is cooler than Doctor Strange, even though I still don't think it's cool at all. We've got, ooh. Okay, I have seen this picture of Alita everywhere, and I did not know where it came from. I am so glad I finally found it. And now, by popular demand, Alita. So Alita occupies the same time space as her husband, Starhawk. They just can't occupy it at the same time, so they jump in and out. So yeah, fantastic. Fantastic that we get a big shot of her. I love outer space scenes. And this is, you got a beautiful blonde woman. You've got a rich, ridiculously dense outer space going on. I love this page. Absolutely. And we have more. It's just glorious. Like, I have tried to paint space. And in fact, I have. It's one of my favorite things to try to paint. I like to paint trees and space. But, that's what's going on. I need to stop for just a second there because there's some lunatic in the alley beating on the trash can with a club, apparently. Let's see. It's pretty city. I wonder, does it even say? Oh, 64 pages. I was going to say, how thick are these? And it's like, oh, it's 64 pages. Okay, Charlie, you should not ever wear that hat. That's bad. Don't wear that hat, man. It's here. Okay, so this one I have seen more than any of the others. This is Proteus. I've actually read this annual. You don't need to at all. Like, you can enjoy New Warriors without this annual. In fact, you'll probably like it better without this annual. Although that's a really cool page, really cool shot of everything going on. Oh, I love her. Firestar. Cool character. I love red and yellow uniforms. I just do. So we got X-Force going on in here. I appreciate that. Yeah, X-Force before they got like horrendously like crapped on and weird and, modernized to be ruined. Oh, and then we got this like fat kid and they turn him into Proteus and he just like grows and he gets really disgusting and like horrible, and he's like a monster and they got to try and kill him, but he's also like he's like a person trapped in it. So they end up having to kill this kid. Been a long time since I read it. That's a quick synopsis. But you got several teams that go through it. These are some great looking pages. Namorita, Feral. Excellent. excellent character designs, excellent looking characters. And if I remember right, this thing in the weird armor is actually his mom. Yeah. Proteus. Origins of the New Warriors, Night Thrasher. That's kind of cool. I don't think Night Thrasher was cool, but they certainly... Origins of New Warriors, Marvel Boy. Oh, we get multiple ones. Okay, the one I will go back and read is Origins of Speedball, because he's by far the best member of the New Warriors. I think. Next to him and Firestar. Definitely my faves. And that's why I actually have action figures of Firestar and Speedball. Namorita is okay. It's okay. Kid Nova, whatever. You know, it's a thing. Speedball, the Masked Marvel. I also, only recently found out that Speedball got his own book, which, holy cow. Definitely something I want to flip through at some point. I have maybe 4 or 5 issues of it. Wow, these are so long. So much to flip through. We're going to put... Okay, I don't like Fantastic Four, but I will always give it that Fantastic Four tends to always have really great covers, for the most part. King of Pain, Sacrificial Lamb. These are the only 2 pieces of the Proteus story I have ever seen. I have never seen them in any other annual. It's just, I don't even know what other series they ran in. I could probably look if I stop for a second, but I don't want to, because these are real thick and my voice is getting real tired. I try to remember how this one ends. If I remember right, the person in the suit, the guy in the suit, is actually not a guy, it's his mom, and they kill him to set him free, and she's sad about it. I can't remember if she's sad. It's real messed up. I remember that. Look at that. You got 2 big teams all combined on one page. It's a beautiful thing. I'm not hating this art, but it is a little bit angular. Coloring is excellent. Very sharp. Do they still do annuals, by the way? I don't even think they do annuals anymore. I have not seen, not that I go to comic books regularly, but I don't remember annuals from the 2000s. Did they still do annuals in the 2000s, or did they just give up on this whole stupid practice of annuals in the 90s somewhere? Did DC do annuals? Did anyone else do annuals? I don't think Image ever released an annual. Now I'm curious. Now I'm super curious. What the hell is going on with all these annuals? Okay, I do love the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Avalanche, Pyro, the Blob. Those are the core. Those are the bros of this team. I don't have a single action figure of any of them, as they did not, as cool as they are, they did not make the list of figures to save, and they didn't have a Blob and a good or affordable Blob and an Avalanche when I cleared out my collection. And there's no way I'm buying it now. The Marvel Legends are just too much. Not doing it. So there must be one more. There's the X-Force. The X-Force Kings of Pain, which I have read somewhere. And that is where he dies. Destiny, No Escaping Destiny. Gene Wilder in Young Frankenstein. I don't think you should ever quote Gene Wilder from Young Frankenstein as a meaningful quote at the beginning of your book. That seems like a stupid thing to do. It's not really a knock on the movie. I've seen part of it once and didn't really care to watch it all. Certainly don't care to see all of it again by any means, but it's a comedy. You shouldn't be quoting a weird comedy film as a meaningful intro to your comic. At least that's my thought. And by the way, is there any more like bland covers than these two? Pink lettering and the same pose basically, and everything happening on the same page. At least with this other series, you had some, everything just melted. At least you had some variation with it. Yeah, I'm roughing the books. Cut me some slack. These at least look cooler. I'm gonna leave it on this one. All right, so that's them. That's annuals. If you know what the deal is with annuals, did anybody else make annuals? Lay it on me. Give me info, all the info of annuals you can, because I don't know crap, and I don't really care. I'm glad they don't do them anymore, unless they still do them, in which case I wish they didn't. That's my story. Thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys later. Bye-bye.